Hey guys, Tony here once again with another video about secret identities actually, for this one specifically again about Batman and Superman. Just been thinking about this, I don't know why. The last thing I wanted to talk about, I guess for this video is, people always ask, who is the hero, who is the person? Let's start with Clark Kent, Kal-El. Let's start with him first. Who is he? Is he Clark Kent or is he Superman? Who is he? Now, traditionally, pre-Crisis on Infinite Earths, he was Superman. Clark Kent was the disguise. It's Clark Kent, his secret identity. Or, Superman, the secret identity, or Clark Kent, that stuff, right? After Crisis on Infinite Earths, this is where he becomes more interesting, and what's still going on now. Superman is just a thing he created to, and let's back it up a little bit. Basically, in John Byrne's run, when he rebooted Superman and then in 1986 after Crisis, there was like a space shuttle accident, and Clark was there to witness this, and he, in normal clothing, he flies up and saves the shuttle from being destroyed, and people freak the fuck out, like, shit, like, what's going on? Like, we didn't even know this guy was, people were able to do this. What the hell is going on? They freaked the hell out. And, he talked to his mom about this, and he was like, Ma, I need to, distinguish myself from regular people if I'm going to be doing all this stuff. They couldn't handle that a regular man was doing this. So, along with his mother, they formed, the Superman costume and all that stuff, right? So already there, Clark was like, hey, I'm Clark Kent, but people can't see that, or they're going to be unnerved. I need to become something else. I'm going to be Superman. But outside of Superman, he's Clark Kent. Like, granted, he has all these crazy powers, but he sees himself as a normal guy. That's the way he is. So what does he do? He goes back home on the weekends, go see his mom and pa, he goes out and get burgers and stuff with the fellas. He beers and all that. He can't get drunk, obviously, but he sees himself as a normal guy. Superman, that's the disguise, right? So that's one. Batman, this is where it gets interesting, because everybody pretty much, they go with the whole notion of Batman is Batman all the time. Bruce Wayne is the disguise, right? But I want to bring it back a little bit. I propose that, and I agree with this notion, by the way, but I propose that Bruce Wayne died with his parents that night, when they were murdered by Joe Chill or whoever it is that killed him now. Bruce Wayne died too. That's when Batman was born. That instant, that's when he was born. Now, the problem was he was just a little kid. He didn't have the, physical prowess. He didn't have the mental acuity. He didn't have the knowledge to become Batman. But that instant, when he saw his parents murdered in front of him, Bruce Wayne died and Batman was born. So he is always Batman. Now, granted, Batman doesn't have to be a guy in a costume. The costume part, it's not a disguise, but it's part of the tool set that he uses to enact his vengeance, revenge, whatever you want to call it, against the criminals who took his family from him. But under the cowl, he is quote unquote Batman all the time. That's his main life goal. All that other stuff superficial to him, and none of it matters. The money and all that shit doesn't matter to him. He is always Batman. So this goes back to my video about relatability. Who do you relate to more? Relate to the guy who sees himself as a normal dude, or you relate to the guy who's this, who sees himself as this dark Avenger, Very interesting stuff. So yeah, there you go. Those are my thoughts on it. That's what I think. Clark Kent, that's not disguise. Superman is disguise. Bruce Wayne died when he was 8. Batman is the main identity. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you around. Later.